Hey guys, it's Carly.
And Ilana.
And welcome to Life in Progress.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I'm stressed and excited and nervous and I don't know what I'm doing, but you do, so happy you're here today.
We're doing great. It's okay. We have our shit figured out. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
If you ever hear us say that we do, it's a lie.
It's a lie. Yes.
Pure lie. But we're telling you now, so it's okay. Because now you know the truth.
Yeah. So I feel like, okay, we should start with why did we decide to do this podcast and who the hell are we in case you guys have no idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what's likely is that people either know you or they know me.
Yeah.
Or somehow they just found this. The universe sent it to them. It showed up on their doorstep and
Thank
they were
God
like,
for that.
what is this? Who are these weirdos?
Okay. So for you being a podcast host, where the fuck do you start?
Oh my God. Okay. So there are a lot of reasons why we wanted to do Life in Progress. First of all, because our lives are very much in progress and we've only known each other for about a year and a half now. And since we met, like so much has changed in our lives and we've gone through so many transformative situations and just time periods where I think even though we had each other and like we seemingly quote unquote have our lives together, which no, we don't. It still feels like, oh my God, what is happening? What are we doing? There's no like guidebook for this. There's no, okay, this is happening. Here's what you do next.
Yeah, like, why did I learn trigonometry, but no one taught me how to adult?
Literally.
Like, I don't understand.
I am a firm believer that every single high school and college should have like an adulting 101 or life. Like, teach me how to do my fucking taxes. Because I don't know.
Yeah. I still have my mom come to my doctor's appointments.
Yeah. Without Chuck Dunn, I would be nowhere. So I don't go to the doctor unless my mom makes my appointment.
Correct.
And we are 28 years old.
We are 28.
That is a problem. But so many other people are in the same boat. And it's like, I thought I would be a full functioning adult now. I don't feel that way at all.
No, not at all. And I feel like there are so many things that I have noticed with posting on TikTok and just being super relatable and transparent that I needed a place to just talk about the stupid struggles that we go through daily that no one talks about.
And no one talks about them. But the thing is, what I have learned, I think, in this past year, the most from social media, we have never, not once in our lives, had a unique experience.
Nope.
Ever. Nothing about us is original. Nothing about our thoughts, our actions, our passions, our dreams. Like, we are not unique.
I will post a TikTok thinking like, oh, I am the only one in the world that has done this or feels this way. Nope.
No, ma'am.
Nope.
No, sir.
Did you just call me ma'am?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast episode on the way here about wedding planning. And
here we go. Wedding planning. Talk about your wedding. Go ahead.
All right, you guys, drinking game. Take a shot every time Carly brings up how Jason hasn't proposed yet.
And let's take a shot every time Ilana brings up something about her wedding.
Great. Deal. We should have made drinks for
We
this.
should have. Oh, we should have.
Any drink sponsors out there want to hit us up? Because it sounds like we're going to be drinking a lot on here.
Wait, what were we saying?
I was listening to a podcast episode on the way here, and this girl was very like Western and talking about like being a cowgirl, which is probably why I said ma'am.
Oh, I understand. Oh, it was the ma'am thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was the ma'am thing.
What were we talking about before that?
Why we're here.
Being relatable?
Anywho, I guess for those who don't know us.
Yeah, let's start there.
I'm Ilana.
I'm Carly. We should have done that in the beginning.
Probably.
All
She's
right.
Carly. I'm Ilana.
If you've listened this far, thank you.
We
first of
appreciate
all.
you.
Yeah,
We'll get our shit together.
We will get our shit together.
No promises.
I am Carly. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Philadelphia. I currently live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida with my boyfriends because I'm not engaged yet.
Drink.
Not 22 years, of 2 years.
Yeah, she and Jason met on a dating app when they were 6 years old.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So we met on a dating app.
That math did not math.
No, it didn't. Wait. I said 22 years ago. How old am I?
Oh, no, the math did math.
3, 4, 5, 6,
The math
7,
mathed.
8. All right, I think
The
you're
math
right.
mathed. We're good.
All right. Okay. I currently am a full-time content creator, influencer, business owner, whatever the hell you want to call it. I started a matchmaking company with Ilana. I have
link in bio and show notes
bio.
to get set up.
Oh, I'm just broken now. What else was I going to say? Oh, I do TikTok. I've grown a following to around 110,000 people. So if any of you are listening, thank you for sticking around. And yeah, that's really me.
Every time you describe yourself, you miss a huge part of your life right
Oh
now.
fuck.
Yeah.
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 What would you do without me?
Yeah, I don't know. I am getting my master's in social work.
Yeah, you are.
Why do I always forget to say that?
I
don't
guys,
know.
Carly is like literally in school to become a therapist. And I did not know this for like the first 8 months of our friendship. I had no idea. And you're like, oh, I'm doing my internship. I'm like, what internship? She's like, oh, the suicide text hotline for my master's program. I'm like, what master's program?
I graduate in August.
Yeah, you do.
Really fun fact about why I joined it. Maybe I'll go into it,
Do it.
later. Or you want me to go into it now?
Go into it.
Okay. Went through a terrible fucking heartbreak. Shout out to my ex.
Shout out to my ex. You're really quite the man.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
It's a great one.
It's a great one. Okay.
You made my heartbreak and that. We promise we won't sing too much on here. I'm sorry.
So went through a bad heartbreak when I was living in LA. We lived together. Broken up out of nowhere, whatever. We'll get into the heartbreak stuff later. I was devastated, depressed, wouldn't get out of bed, everything you can think of. Started seeing a therapist. Fast forward, found out she was a social worker. She changed my life, and I was like, fuck this. I want to be a therapist and change other people's lives. This was around 2 years ago, and I applied to school, got in, started getting my master's, and then simultaneously, that's when I got a job at Locks Club, which we will get into a little later. But yeah, I'm getting my master's in social work and I graduate in August. So if anybody needs a therapist, hit me up.
We're going to have a lot to celebrate in August. It's a big month for us.
Yeah, it's our birthdays.
It's our birthdays.
We are Leos.
Yeah,
naturally.
we are.
I know you don't really follow that, but like.
I don't, but I have a question because I don't want, trust me, I do not want to become an astrology expert on here. I don't want to learn that much, but wouldn't people usually say that like two people of the same sign are not compatible?
No.
So why are we friends?
No, Leos actually are compatible, I think.
Cool.
I think I made it up, but.
If anyone wants to confirm that,
yeah,
for us,
if anybody wants
know.
to confirm, I think it matters more on your other signs than your actual sign because Leos usually like want the center of attention and we both like that. So it's interesting that we both like.
Because we support each other getting attention.
Yeah, totally. Like I want you to get all the attention. Just like remember me when you do.
Yeah.
And then build me up when you do.
We're in this together. Guys, this is so cute. We have matching in progress bracelets for Life in Progress. That's how you know this is official.
It's fucking official.
This
we
is
are
official.
here.
We are here. We're in progress. Maybe we'll make a line of these.
Oh, that'd be cute.
So everyone can be in progress with us.
Oh, I fucking love that.
Guys, there's so much we want to do with
all
this
right.
podcast.
Anyway, that was me. Now, Ilana, who the fuck are you?
We should have introduced each other. That would have been cute. Next time. Next podcast.
Next time. Okay.
Next new podcast for us. I am Ilana Zahn. Hey guys, it's Ilana. What's up? It's me. I'm also 28 years old. I live in New York City with Jake and Barkley.
Who's Jake?
I don't want to say it because then it's gonna be a Jake is my fiance.
Oh fuck. Drink.
Yeah. But Jake, my fiance, and Barkley, our son, aka 2-year-old adorable fluff dog. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I host another podcast called Seeing Other People. And
that's me in a nutshell. I just live with my fiance and dog. That's it.
I mean, pretty much on a day-to-day basis. What you see is what you got.
Okay.
Yeah, I host Seeing Other People. I am a dating expert. I've done dating coaching. I do profile reviews, stuff like that. I also kind of found my way to what I'm doing because of a pretty terrible heartbreak that I went through where I was working in the music business at the time and I ended up dating somebody who it was like a really traumatic situation for me. And he was like sleeping with other people the whole time. And I didn't really find this out till it was over. And
is that where Seeing Other People came from? Because he was sleeping with other people?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a great movie though, Sleeping with Other People.
Yeah, it is.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Highly
okay.
recommend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of turned my world upside down and I was at a rock bottom that I didn't know was possible. And I needed to leave the music industry because of that experience. I was just so, like, I stopped listening to music. I fell out of love with it. And I was so lost and ended up finding this job at Hinge where my thought process was like, wow, if I can help a single person not end up feeling as broken and terrible and worthless as I do right now because of somebody I dated, this would be all worth it. So I ended up getting that job and was there for a little over 2 years and got laid off out of nowhere, which we will get into on another episode too.
Well, I honestly feel like that's a big part of our story and how we met. So Ilana got laid off from Hinge out of nowhere, and she was the face of Hinge. She was very early on. Everyone knew her as Ilana from Hinge. And something that we have in common is I was also laid off of a dating app. called Locks Club. And
I have a question.
okay,
Were you laid off or were you let go? Because there's a difference.
what the fuck is the difference?
So laid off, I think there's a difference. Someone can correct me, but I think a layoff is like financially, like they cannot keep you and they're like, in order to save money, it's like getting rid of you. Let go is like, it's not being fired because you didn't do something wrong, but they're just like getting rid of your position for a certain reason.
Well, they definitely didn't get rid of my position because I see my position everywhere on the site. But no, I think it was I think I got laid off. It was financial issues.
I mean, okay, being laid off means you're let go, but not because you've done anything wrong.
Okay, so this is
instead economic fact. Okay, maybe
I think they're the same thing.
Sure.
I was laid off.
Okay.
Whatever. We were both laid off from dating apps very unexpectedly, and we thought we were going to be at said dating apps basically for the rest of our careers.
It was like our identity.
Yeah, it was our identity. Like I was Locks Club. Locks Club was me.
My Instagram handle was at Ilana from Hinge.
Yeah.
People would come up to me on the street and be like, "You're Ilana from Hinge."
Yeah. So that was something. Sorry, I just got so distracted because I heard him say
The peanut gallery outside the door just shushed us. Threw us off our game. How dare they?
How dare them? So that's a big part of kind of how we connected and met. Yeah. Do you want to tell the story about how we met?
Yes. Oh, that's a huge part of our story, how we met.
Yeah.
So we're like, it's actually crazy that we're sitting here right now.
I know, it's so
like,
weird.
This is wild. So somebody we knew, like a mutual friend, was like, oh, like I was talking to them and they're like, oh, Ilana, like you should connect with Carly. Like you guys have a lot in common, like would get along. And I had already followed you on TikTok.
Because I'm famous.
Because, sure.
I'm famous.
Okay. I'm not going to sugar your ego too much. And I remember it's so funny. I had actually sent Jake a video. I look back at my texts to find out when like my first acknowledgement of like Carly's existence was. And it was in January of 2022 when I had texted Jake a video that Carly posted.
It was about tummy issues.
Yeah,
right?
about tummy issues.
Like IBS.
And then in February, this mutual friend was like, you guys should connect. And we ended up like, I DM'd her on Instagram and we were like, yeah, like let's get on a call. And we obviously never got on the call.
Because that's
like,
weird.
It's fucking awkward. And fast forward like 2 months later, my parents had just moved to Florida and I was down there visiting them and I posted on my Instagram story a tennis court. And Carly was like, DM me and was like, where is that? I'm like, Florida. She's like, where? I'm like, West Palm Beach. And she's like, where? And I like said the name of
She probably
place.
thought I was really stalking her, but you don't understand. I really recognized those tennis courts and I needed to know exactly what location those tennis courts were at.
And I was like, and I like said the name of the place. She's like, my parents live there. What street do your parents live on? And I was like, oh my God, no way. And like, mind you, there are like 70 different streets in this
There are
community.
7,000 houses, I think,
Yes.
in the community.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a 7-mile radius.
And I tell her and she's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Our parents live on the same street.
Like 5 or 6 houses down.
And I was like, no way. Like, this is crazy. And it was almost Passover and we're both Jews. And I was like, are you here for Passover? You're like, yeah. And so we ended up like seeing each other 2 weeks later. She picked me up in her golf cart and showed me like the back road to get to the pool.
And during this time, I was still at Locks Club.
Yes.
But Ilana and I were finding so many parallels in our life, you know, our breakups at the same time, which led us to our jobs at these dating apps. And then I think it was about a week or two later, I got laid off Locks Club.
No, it was not. It was like
not?
6 months later.
Oh, really?
What time of year is Passover, Carly?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Like April.
I got laid off in what, October?
October. Yeah.
Ah.
So we were like passively friends.
Yeah.
Like we were like friendly.
Yeah.
I did some ads for Locks.
Oh, yeah. I was like, can you post about it?
Yeah.
Did I pay you?
No, you did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, thank you.
That's so nice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but then when I did get laid off, it was a very like connecting moment for us.
Yeah, because I think in your mind you were like, Ilana's been through this, because like you knew I was like blindsided. Like I thought I had so much job security, so did you. So you kind of turned to me and was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And Ilana, you know, really went off after she was laid off from Hinge and was like, fuck this. I'm doing my own thing, working for myself, creating a podcast. And when I was laid off Locks Club, I was not ready to go jump into another corporate role. I had already started building my following on TikTok. I was like, fuck this. If I could help build, you know, another brand, why can't I build my own and really make a career out of that? So I gave myself 6 months and I was like, let's just try this out. And now here we are. What is it? Almost a year later?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of almost a year later.
Of.
I mean,
whatever.
Like
you
8 guys
months,
get it. Yeah.
7 months.
Yeah.
8, October 9.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like
So
that.
then
Someone can fact check us on the number of months.
And that's kind of what we're doing now. And we have
Yeah.
this matchmaking company called The Setup, which we will get into. So
Take a shot every time we mention this.
yeah, take a shot every time we mention
Yeah.
The Setup if you're single.
Yeah. I think just since that's happened, like I don't think there's been a single day that's gone by since the day you got laid off from Locks Club where we haven't spoken.
Yeah.
And since that happened, like we've just found like more and more in common. Like we've now like experienced like difficult shit and like helped each other get through it. And I think all along the way, it's been like, wow, like we have similar passions and values and goals. Like, wow, we are realizing we work so well together. And there's so many things that just make sense for us. Like we're better together.
Yeah. And
aww,
so cute. And during the time of Ilana and I getting really close, I was actually going through some personal friendship breakups, you could say. And I feel like you do say. Yeah, you do say. You coming in was like into my life was the biggest blessing I think I've ever had because
literally what would you do without me?
I don't know. And all of a sudden, here's Ilana in my New Jersey beach house, like staying with my family. It's wild. Like I can't believe we've only known each other for a year. So for anyone, I feel like in their 20s, mid, early, late, whatever it is, you can make very close friendships still.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't seem to get that adult friendships. One, I know it's hard. It's very hard to make them and it's hard to keep them.
It's hard to find them.
It's hard to find them. Yeah.
But there are so many places and I feel like we make up so many excuses like, oh, it's harder to meet people. So like we don't try.
Yeah.
But it's on you to put yourself out there. It's similar with dating. It's like you can sit on your couch and want to find love all you want, but the right person isn't going to show up and knocking on your door.
And same with friendships.
Exactly. Like you have to put yourself out there, whether it's messaging people on social media, whether it's going to a workout class, like signing up for a pickleball league or putting yourself in the position to meet new people who you will have shared interests with.
Meeting people on social media has been the biggest blessing in my life. Like, I don't know what I would have done without it.
Carly now has two biggest blessings in her life, me and meeting people on social media. I wonder which is more of a blessing.
Accurate. No, really. But for anyone struggling in, keeping old friendships or making new ones, like just put yourself out there and shoot your freaking shot.
Yeah. And we'll definitely I'm sure we have a ton of episodes on like female friendships and making friends in your 20s and friendship breakups and all that to come. And obviously if you guys are going through anything with your friends, like email us, carlyandilana@gmail.com with specifics if you want advice, if you kind of just want to vent.
Yeah.
We're
I feel
totally
like
here
that's
for it.
why we're here, because I feel like, for one, not everyone can afford a therapist.
Yeah.
And I feel like we really want to be those people that you can come to for that kind of shit that you're going through that you don't want to talk to your friends about. You want someone's unbiased opinion. Maybe talk to people who have gone through breakups, friendship breakups, anything in your adulting life. And we just want to be those people that you can come talk to and not feel judged.
Exactly. Though if you can afford a therapist or
have
health insurance and can get there, we highly recommend.
I am a therapist. Well, I will be.
We are not a substitution for therapy.
No, not a substitution. But just normal people that you can fucking vent to.
We're your friends.
We're your friends. We are your friends.
We are.
Okay, so I feel like that was a little about us.
Yeah.
Why did we start this? Did we already say that?
I think so. We got into that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on Ilana's podcast a lot, and I feel like she's gotten so many DMs, and I've gotten so many DMs.
Every single time.
Yeah.
We've done 4 episodes together.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Every single time, the feedback is like unlike anything else I've seen with any other guest with solo episodes. And it's not like we want Carly. It's not we want Ilana. It's we love you guys together. It's like, oh my God, you two need a podcast. Like, oh my God, like new co-hosts, like new, like you guys need to start something together. Like we want more of the two of you.
I saw a psychic around 4 months ago and she told me, and this was before nothing was ever brought up about us having a podcast. Like nothing. I never even thought about having a podcast because not gonna lie, I just love being on the camera.
Yeah, and you are.
And I am. But she told me that I was going to have a podcast, and I will go back to that fucking recording because I recorded it and I will show you.
I know.
I'm just saying. So
I'm so like not into woo stuff. So like when it does.
Okay, neither am I, but I needed it. I was going
Yeah.
through shit and I'm like, you know what? I will take anything that can help me. And even if it was just validation of like, you're going to be okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I never thought Ilana would want to do another podcast. She has a very successful dating podcast. And I was very shocked that when she randomly texted me, like, do you want to start a podcast?
Yeah. I
like,
did randomly text you that.
She randomly texted me, do you want to start a podcast? She also randomly called me, hey, you want to do the matchmaker thing? Like, both of those things were just like, yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not? Say yes. Yes, man. I'm trying to find the text. I'll find it later.
Okay.
And post it.
I feel like.
Oh, okay. Ready? Mark the day. Wednesday, April 5th, 2023 at 10:31 a.m. I'm not opposed to starting another podcast together is all I'm saying. Carly goes, we would do so well. I go, okay, let's do it.
Done.
You go, wait, actually? I go, done. Spelled D-U-N-N.
Done.
And
Dun,
that
dun,
was
dun.
it. Here we are recording episode 1.
Here we are.
Here
Oh
we
my
are.
God. Okay. So I feel like this episode was really just about who we are, why we did this, like let people get to know us. And now we can just kind of end it with asking really random ass questions.
Yeah, we want to do a little fun game.
We're going to do a game.
In the future, we'll do Q&As with you guys.
Yes.
Or if you want us to grill each other, we can continue to do that. Let us know.
And like,
seriously, give us all the feedback.
Yeah.
Also, follow It's Life in Progress on Instagram, on TikTok. Is it not that?
I think it's that.
It's Life in Progress.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
And YouTube and all the places. We'll have everything linked in the show notes. But we seriously, like, we want this to be exactly what you guys want it to be. So do not hesitate. Give us feedback. Ask us for topics that you want to hear about.
Do not hold back.
Send questions. You can literally reach us, carlyandilana at gmail.com, CarlyandIlana at gmail.com. We are Carly and Ilana, and we are here for you. So let's get into our little silly question.
Okay, so we wrote down some questions and have not shown each other. I actually don't know if Ilana wrote down any.
Ilana wrote down 2.
Okay, Ilana wrote down 2.
Because Ilana was setting up, because Ilana's the techie one here, even though she's not.
Carly doesn't know how to do a podcast. I'll start Carly talking. Yeah, people like aren't going to know our voices and who's talking. I
feel like they caught on really quickly.
Okay.
Maybe not. Let us know.
Okay.
We'll do a poll.
So I'm just going to ask some random questions. Ilana has no questions. And I don't know, just make some up as you go.
You got it. Spitfire.
Okay.
Vibing.
Ilana, would you rather never have anxiety or never have stomach issues?
Oh my God. Oh, but they go hand in hand. That's not a fair question.
Okay, but you had to pick.
That is a really good question. Oh my God. Shit.
I knew that was going to be a good question.
This might be the hardest question I've ever been asked.
Because I don't know what I would say.
I'm about to ask it to you back. Today, I'm going to go with, I think, oh God.
We both have a lot of anxiety and we both have a lot of stomach issues.
That's really tough because anxiety's in your head. Stomach issues are in your body, or in your stomach.
Oh, are they? But they come from your head because there's a nerve or something that connects it.
There are medications for both, though I have not really found
right now,
to solve.
in this moment, what would you rather not have to deal with
Anxiety.
For an entire week? Okay, yep.
You?
Okay. I don't know, my stomach issues are bad. But I think if I had to pick like 1 week where I didn't have either, it would also be anxiety.
It depends on the week.
Yeah, totally.
It depends what I have going on, where
what my anxiety is about.
Yeah.
All right. That's a tough one. I'm curious what you guys would say.
We have to pull that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do you want to ask me one or you want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. When you were single, what was your non-negotiable?
Oh. You know, I'd be lying if I said I had a non-negotiable that I stuck to when I was single. Probably. Ooh.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Had to want to live in Florida.
Mm.
I wasn't moving. My family's here.
Yeah.
That was like a big thing for me.
Dogs.
Okay, that's a good one.
Had to be a dog liker. At least.
Liker.
Like there's no world in which I'm not having a dog.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you farted in front of Jake?
I don't.
Really? Did you used to hold it in? Like, how long did it take you, you think, until you kind of were just like...
I don't know, but I remember the first time we acknowledged it. Like, we were about to go to sleep, and I guess I was having tummy issues that day, and I farted, and he was like, did you just poop in your pants?
Oh, my God.
Like it was that.
But do you remember how long into the relationship?
No.
I
It was at least 6 months because I had moved into my new apartment. We didn't move in together at that point, but I had moved in. I remember it was in that bed.
Yeah. So I remember when Jason and I first started dating, we went very quick because it was in COVID. So like once we started dating, it was very much sleepovers at our parents' house, actually. But when I had moved into my Brickell apartment in Miami and he would stay the whole weekends, I remember like anytime I had to poop, I would pretend to go get a package. Or like go do something.
That's what I recommend for people who are like nervous about their first trip with somebody.
Yeah,
like
or
go
put
to
the shower on.
Yeah, put the shower on, or like go to the lobby, say you're going to get coffee, or you're going to like call your parents or whatever. Like, because that could be a really intimidating thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my family
got a lot of packages.
Yeah, a lot of packages. My family is one of those families that are like very open about pooping and farting. Like my sister will announce to the entire family like when she's pooped. So when Jason stayed over for New Year's, 5 dates after we, 5 dates after we met, it was pretty open. Yeah.
Quickly got to learn about Jenna's pooping schedule.
Yep. Okay. Am I just gonna ask you questions? You have nothing. Okay, great. Okay, this is interesting. So what's something that about Jake that he does that you thought like you didn't want in someone that Jake is, or something that someone does that Jake does? How do I word that? Do you know what I mean?
Yes. What's something that he does that I didn't think I would want?
Like if someone, again, if I asked you like a non-negotiable, like is there anything Jake you thought you wouldn't want in someone, but Jake does or has or is?
I think a big thing about Jake is his like work schedule. And that's something where I think me, when I was single, like I really, like I was so obsessive over people and I would want to see them and spend as much time with them as I could. And Jake's work schedule, he has to work like nights and weekends often. And so there are times where I don't get to see him when I would want to, where I'd love to like spend the night hanging out with him, getting dinner, watching a movie, whatever. And I can't because he's at work. And I think that's actually been a really big, I don't want to say blessing, but a big blessing for me because it's forced me to maintain my independence, which I think has been really, really healthy for me, as opposed to like in the past when I would get so obsessive and clingy and just like want my whole existence to be about them.
Yeah, fair.
What about you?
Jason's really OCD. And my ex-boyfriend was the complete opposite, was like so type B, like so like it would really bother me that like when we would plan a trip, I would be doing everything and he would just be like, oh, we'll figure it out when we get there. And now I have the complete opposite. Like when we went on the trip, every single thing was mapped out. I didn't do one thing. Yes, that is great. It's like so great. But then when it comes to like the cleaning, like God forbid I don't put something away in the 5 minutes I take it out. Like if it bothers you so much, just do it.
I have a question. When you're not with Jason, do you still maintain that new level of cleanliness?
No. No.
She's not well trained.
I'm not well trained.
It's on a show.
And you know what? I like sometimes when he goes out of town because I'm like, I can leave the cinnamon on the counter and no one will tell me.
Messy.
Yeah. I can throw my clothes on the floor.
That's funny.
I know. We're like the opposite in the relationship. Okay. Would you rather be told the truth at all times or sometimes be lied to?
Ooh, I think I'd rather sometimes be lied to.
Me too, 100%.
I don't think the truth is always necessary. I think there's a lot of times, I'm not like promoting lying, but I think there's a lot of times where like somebody just, if it's going to hurt somebody's feelings, like you can spare someone's feelings where it's not detrimental. Like it's not that crazy of a lie. Like I'm a fan of like being kind to people.
Yeah.
Even like I don't have to tell you like I'd rather somebody just if I'm self-conscious about how I look one day and I'm like, oh, like does my hair look greasy, or like do I look like do I need to change, like do I need to go home and like fix something? I'd rather most times them just be like, no, you look good, and just like reassure me like, no, I'm fine, I can be out here, as opposed to like, no, want to go home, you look terrible, you need a shower.
Does my hair look greasy?
No.
Yes, it does.
A little bit.
Yeah. I agree. I don't even have to respond. I agree. Okay. Would you rather never eat
Would you rather
Would you rather never eat sex? Would you rather never eat bread or never have sex again?
But bread's on so many things.
Okay. I would rather never have sex again.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'd rather eat bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like bread's pizza, bread's grilled cheese, bread's
Yeah.
a sandwich.
No, bread's
like,
a lot of things.
bread's a lot of things.
Okay. Do you have any questions or am I doing
Okay,
this
yes,
all?
I do, but you have so many fun ones. Okay.
Okay.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, so you brought the boring questions.
It's wholesome for people to get to know us.
Okay. I wanted to be a vet.
Really?
Yeah, but then I wanted to be an actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I wanted to be like Hannah Montana. Like I wanted to be a pop star
Yeah.
for sure. And then I don't know. I remember in high school when I was applying to colleges, I knew I like was applying to a lot of communications programs, and my high school boyfriend would like
Just
kind of
stretch.
like push back on me and be like, "What even is communications?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
But I feel like it makes sense for me, but I don't know what it is. It's like media, digital. Like,
Do you want to know what's funny? My first major in college was psych.
that's funny.
I know. And now it's like full circle, but
Yeah.
I failed it. So
You
I'm like,
failed psych.
I was just like, it was one of those like summer classes that I just like,
Well, yeah,
I
you
was
weren't
not trying.
Yeah, that's funny.
First year of college. But now it's just full
Yeah.
circle. 'Cause I'm a
Oh, and I
therapist.
wanted to be a photographer.
All right.
Ding, ding, ding.
You did. Okay. What else?
Oh,
You want me to ask one?
go for it.
Okay. Would you rather know all of Jake's past exes, sex partners, etc., or never talk about it, or like have no idea?
I feel like I'd rather have no idea. No, I'm okay learning. I'm a curious George. I'd rather know.
Okay.
I think I'd rather know. It's also, like, even the playing field, like, he has heard about my entire dating history at length from all the podcast episodes. So,
That's
like,
true.
even the playing field.
True.
It's funny. I called him out the other day because I'm like his first and only like serious relationship. But then he made a comment about how at a certain wedding, he's like, yeah, you're gonna like meet some of my like exes. And I'm like, what exes? You told me I'm your first girlfriend. He's like, ex things, you
Ex
know,
things,
like
yeah.
you're not the first girl I ever like went out with. I'm like, okay. You?
Well, we all know from my TikTok
Yes.
that it's a turn on for me when I
Yes.
hear about Jason's past sex partners, girlfriends, exes, whatever. We actually went to the first wedding I ever went to Jason with. It was his best friend's wedding, and I had never met anybody. This was the first wedding I was meeting anybody at. And 2 of his ex-girlfriends were there, like kind of
Oh my
serious.
God.
Serious. And I was so into it. I was loving
so
it.
funny because you're like, I'm going home with him tonight,
Yep.
not you.
Yep.
So try
No,
all you
I
want.
love it. Tell me all the details.
Would you rather be locked in a cage with a wild tiger or lick peanut butter off of a hobo's foot? And before you answer, what show is that line from?
Oh my God.
Our friendship is over. This podcast is ending after episode 1 for good if you can't get it.
It's a show.
It's a show. It's an old show. It's a classic.
Is it Friends?
No, not that type of classic. Pacific Coast Academy.
Oh, Zoe 101?
Yeah.
I do know that
Yeah,
Would You
yeah.
Rather. I just forgot.
All right. So what's it gonna be? Be locked in a cage with a wild tiger or like peanut butter off a hobo's foot?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I'd rather not die.
Yeah, I'd rather lick the
I don't
peanut
wanna
butter.
get mold.
I got germs.
Yeah, like ew, but definitely peanut butter.
Yeah.
Also, you get a little snack.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh, what's a hate comment you've recently gotten on TikTok?
Oh my God.
Let me know if you want me to go first.
Literally so many. Guys, the internet is obsessed with hating on my ears. Apparently, I have like Dumbo the elephant ears. I don't really understand it.
Well, I'm told I look trans.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
Told that. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you are told
I am
that.
told that. I also just had a viral video on TikTok, and everyone is commenting on how much arm hair I have. So now I have to go shave my arms.
Yeah, now another thing for us to be self-conscious about. Thanks,
you.
internet. Thank
Thank
you,
you, internet.
Okay.
Oh, are we done? Are we done?
Were you about to say what
Okay,
I
I think we're done.
I think we're
that's good for this first episode.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is amazing. I'm so excited. Let us know what you want to hear about. We have a ton of ideas lined up and a ton of amazing episodes coming that we are recording soon, and we can't wait to get out. reminder episodes, or not reminder because you don't know this information. Episodes every single Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you guys, get ready.
Every
Wednesdays,
hump day.
every hump day, gonna be your new favorite morning and day of the week. We are so excited. We're at It's Life in Progress everywhere on social. Please follow us. If you have a question, if you want a topic talked about on the show, DM us, email us, carlyandilana@gmail.com. And
ask us. We're an open fucking book. Like, ask us anything.
yeah. Even if you don't read, like, we'll be an easy book for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're funny.
I tried. We're trying new things. We are not stand-up comedians. We will never try to be that. Don't you worry.
Thank you for listening to Life in Progress. I'm Carly.
I'm Ilana.
Bye.
See ya.
Is that what we should do?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay!
Love that for us.
So much. Done.